like yourself. And in order to interrogate the smuggler, we'll need to find a way into his jail.
Hello. Hey viewers, welcome back to another video. I have successfully done the attempt with lockpicking 1. I have done pretty much everything the same, except I got a new side quest because I also talked to the dude who talks to you about the thieves. The heretical. I'm sorry, but I don't have that kind of armor.
How to get in there without being noticed.
Let's take a look around the building. We might find a less conspicuous entrance.
I don't care.
To be found.
I've already been to the port authorities. They keep the official documents upstairs.
Crap, you noticed me. He noticed me, so I got -1 with the Norts. I was trying not to be noticed by stealth attacking. Not the other way around. Only 3 gold? That's lame. Okay. Well, I know no one's up here. Oh, wait, someone is. Move! My character was not moving. That was almost extremely bad. Fuck. I'm gonna get sane. Luckily, I didn't get another -1 because I already got a -1. I give up on stealth in here. So hard. I am glad I got a kill stealthily. I killed 2 of them without ever being hit, though. Really cut down on the damage. Only 3 gold and 2 ammo. Wow. If I knew these chests were gonna suck so much, I wouldn't have restarted. That might have been the best one right there, and that wasn't locked.
Here is the ship's manifest. We only need to add our merchandise to the list.
Cool.
If you wore a Nort uniform and you were able to keep your mark hidden from them, they might let us in, unless we just offered them a drink. These sailors rarely refuse one.
I see where this is headed. If we drop a little soporific in their glasses, the way will be clear. I'll just need to find the proper ingredients. But it's doable.
Wait a second, what? If I check my quest... Okay.
Halt! The warehouse!
Can't you make an
No.
Very well.
Very well. Very well, very well. Clothing. This is of the Norts, yes? Yes. That's straight there. That's the best one. It is Norts. Oh, it's got magic resist too. I shall pretend to be in North. Hopefully that'll work.
Hello? What can I do for you?
We're your replacements. You're dismissed.
Finally! We were starting to grow moss. Courage, me hearties. The path is clear. We should notify the men. They need all the time they can get.
125. Okay, cool. Now we run. And we turn. And we run. And we turn. And we run. And we run. And we finally turn. Because I saw loot. Give me my loot. My loot. It's mine. Only mine.
Greetings.
Your Excellency.
And keep running this way. What? It's telling me to make... Oh, wow. I think... Let me check the quest. Okay, it is required. Poop. So, what am I supposed to craft? Is it in here? Hold on, let me check. Pills. Looking for the letter S. Yeah, I don't have... I can buy sleeping potion. I need sleeping pills. Where? S. I don't think I need the sleeping stuff because I already took the disguised myself as one of them and decided pretended to be the replacement. I like the way the Nord armor looks. It's also pretty decent defense.
Captain, milady, we were given orders to wait here with the merchandise.
The way is clear. It's time to get going.
Do your best to be quick and quiet about it. You won't have much time to move it all.
Don't you be worrying now. We're off.
The warehouse is at the end to the right there. You can't miss it.
Move out. Quick steps.
I didn't craft the potion, so technically there was something I missed out on, but making the potion wouldn't have given me anything. All it would have really have done is made it so that I honestly wouldn't have done anything at all. I have a side quest there and a side quest still here. So I think I'm going to mark whatever that is because it's right here. Just over this way. I got a whole bunch of stuff with the coin guard. How is the coin guard? Coin guard still only satisfied, but that's because I've only gotten a few points with them. I'm allowed to walk through here. They're not attempting to murder me.
Are you the smuggler?
You snuck yourself in here just to ask me that question? If this is some sort of trick to get me to admit to some crime, you are truly twisted.
You can see for yourself that I'm no naught. Come now. Are you the one I'm looking for?
I'm already locked up. What more do I risk? Yes, I am a smuggler. But I'm not the only one in this city.
I'm searching for a couple fleeing to Leme. They are trying to leave the city discreetly. Have they contacted you?
You certainly can't imagine I'm going to answer you without getting something in exchange. I don't really think of my clients as kin, but I'd never betray any of them for free.
A real saint you are. How about your freedom in exchange for your loyalty? Tell me where I can find them and I'll open this cage.
That works for me. Your two Telemites are hidden in a warehouse behind this very prison. They must be waiting for me. But you might want to be quick about it. If the Nauts get their hands on them, they'll find themselves in this same cage.
Thank you.
Anytime. And these doors? You're gonna open them, right? Come on now. Let me out. You promised. Please. Thank you, my lord. And don't worry about me. I'll slip outside without being seen.
I did it.
It's blocked.
was there?
May the Illuminated save us. Did the smuggler send you?
The man to which you are referring was arrested and thrown into prison. But reveal to me your hiding place.
Oh, the traitor!
Have you come to deliver us to the Inquisition, then? Please, please, have pity on our souls. We have committed no crime. We are not heretics. We are nothing more than historians.
In that case, why is the ambassador of Thélème so concerned about your teachings? Why is the Inquisition looking for you, and why are you hiding?
Our only error was wanting to publish our work.
It's true. We presented our research, but it didn't please the censor. And here you have the result.
We fled all the way to Serene, thinking we would be safe. But the Inquisition wants to silence us so badly that they followed us here.
Tell me more about your research. What about it is so horrifying that it will provoke such a fuss?
Our work concerned the teachings of St. Lucius.
The disciple of Saint Matthias. The one who returned to Thélème after traveling with his master.
The very same. His writing was carefully preserved, but never seriously studied.
With the discovery of Teofredi, we thought it crucial to take a look at the original text. We wanted to verify if this island could have been the faraway place that he spoke of. The Eden of Saint Matthias.
And? What did you find?
Teofredi is without any doubt the land that our Saint Matthias and his disciples went to. But the text that we discovered was radically different from what we expected to find.
In the original text, St. Lucius doesn't speak of an Eden, of the paradise of the illuminated. He speaks of a voice that came from the depths of the earth, which convinced St. Matthias to stay there.
It was written in black and white, and there is no doubt about it. The original was written in Lucius's own hand.
I understand now what that text has cost you. This voice from the depths sounds more the power of a demon than a saint.
The sacred texts are always difficult to interpret, but what is written is written.
Who were you hoping would give you asylum?
We were hoping to reach Al-Sad. The Inquisition won't chase us into the den of their enemies.
Our research won't interest the Bridge Alliance, or at least I doubt it. But at least we'll be safe.
By entering Al-Sad as clandestines, you risk being taken for spies.
That would be better than being burned at the stake.
Did you try speaking with the censors? You could. Forget what you have discovered, perhaps.
Oh, we have signed already an abjugation stating that we misunderstood the sacred texts of St. Lucius. We were even ready to say that we had never seen the true text, or anything else that would have pleased them.
It served no purpose. It's our lives they are after.
I see. Well, you have no other choice but to run and seek refuge in enemy territories.
I beg of you, please do not deliver us to them. Let us continue on this path.
Let them continue on the path. Shit, I don't know what to do.
It doesn't sit well with me to send you to the flames. I freed your smuggler and he'll certainly be in touch. He or another member of his band. Be careful and safe travels.
Oh, thank you, my lady. You are a woman of noble heart. May the Illuminated protect you.
Thank you for having heard us and helped. You are truly full of kindness.
You are welcome. Lockpicking level 1. Let's steal more from the Norts. I'm not sure how much we're going to steal from the Norts, but I do know we're going to steal quite a bit.
You have a kind heart, Greenblood. It'll be the end of you, but that doesn't bother me. I wouldn't have wanted those poor buggers to end up on a burning pyre.
It would seem that I'm not the only one with a tender heart.
Go, Dracula.
Good day, Excellency.
Lady de Sarde, to what do I owe the pleasure?
It pains me to inform you that the heretics you seek have fled.
Curse them! How could that possibly have happened?
After I heard the case they made for themselves, I decided to let them escape.
What are you saying?
They convinced me that your accusations have nothing to do with heresy, and that their only crime was discovering historical truths denied by Ptolemy.
And you gave credence to the lies preferred by these blasphemers. Their historical truths are nothing but nonsense, fabricated to undermine the foundations of Ptolemy. The simple act to have proffered such horrors proves the fact that they are heretics. I fear that your youth and kind heart has blinded you, de Sarde.
I don't fucking care.
That is a shame. I was expecting more from a young legate who seemed sensitive to our magic.
Oof, we should not have told the truth. We should have lied. I wanted to know what would happen if we told the truth.
Could you tell me anything about Ptolemy? I've heard... I must be going.
Well, we're at level 2, a good bit over, so plus 20% damage with our guns, 10% damage there, or... Okay, well, I'm not trapping yet. I could save up 2 points if I wanted to go into heavy weapons, but I'm not sure I do. And I'm definitely not going into Divine Rings, so... That's 20% damage, not armor damage. The next is armor damage, then there's stun. Frankly, with the way it is, the best 2 to get for the rifle is just the first 2. I mean, the third one's also good. And from what I've seen, if you just get the first 3 skills into guns, honestly... It doesn't really, it's not really too great to buff anymore after that. And then again, there's also the fact that melee damage is importante. Let's go into melee. I hate to do it, but let's just go into melee. Ugh. Some main quests. Then over here we got this side quest and this side quest. Well, this side quest only got 1 thing left on it. Okay. Well, since it's not marked on the map, let's do that one. Well, cool. It's a better hat. Better in defense. Worse in defense, actually. Everything but poison resistance. Ooh, that increases. That's a plus 10% to better loot. So I think I prefer that one looks, but this gives extra loot. So that's the better one to be wearing. Besides, now we look like a True North. Whoops, wrong gun.
Greenblood, do you need something?
I wondered if you ever felt lonely.
I always do. Why, do you want to rectify this?
I hope to have kept you good company for all these years. After all, we were always together.
And these memories I hold dear. You've always been extraordinary, Greenblood, but I had to watch over you. You were my responsibility. That didn't leave us much time for friendship.
What about now?
Now? I hope that we'll have more time. Anything else?
I must leave.
We must be off. Well, you certainly announced yourself. I don't know. I just made the joke about the door. All I did was making the joke about you announcing yourself because of the door's loudness. Dude, what light? Oh. I could not tell you. Yeah, I know how David is. He talks too much sometimes. Yeah, he's kind of like me. Yep.
Madam, you still haven't found your cousin. As you well know,
Have no fear.
I'm still without news of my cabin boy.
Miss Jonas.
As you...
Could you...
We are the Tower Guild.
I'm skipping through what I've already heard.
What do you...
Thanks, sir.
Be
I
back
need
soon,
to
Captain.
inquire about the cabin boy. Now I need to talk to his friends, which are both on this here dock. I've never actually completed the cabin boy side quest, so this will be fun.
Good day. Someone told me that you were a friend of Jonas, the young cabin boy who was gone missing.
That's right, yeah.
Yes.
Happy to hear he's taken the disappear.
What do you know?
He's not...
When to... Why? What does he... Did he... Do you think he could have made... Does he know?
No, I don't.
Do you think... I need to be... Good day, sailor.
But
Were you a witness?
Yeah, and well-
Why didn't you... Did you report...
and the captain.
Did you... Do you know...
No.
Why was...
Oh,
Did it...
I kind of know.
What do you... Thank you, lad.
Strange story, this is.
Something isn't right here. I can feel it. We need to lift the veil on this.
Yes, we do.
Good
Yeah,
day,
free
Tavern
14
Keeper.
gold.
Good day to you. What is your pleasure?
I'm looking for my cousin. His name...
There,
What?
well,
I'm saying...
good. If you...
That's not a... How is business going these days?
It's picking now.
Has the man...
I also... Yeah, but that...
With all... I am looking for an orc. Someone... Well,
Any...
I need to be off.
We're nearing the point where I haven't heard anything about this quest stuff.
This furniture is in terrible condition. The fight must have been extremely violent.
It looks as if it's fixable. I've seen worse. We'll need to build some metal dowels, but once done, we can make them like new.
I already have 2.
Who are you? I don't recognize you. Am I in your debt?
No, have no fear about that. It's for a different reason that I'm here. I'm looking for a Naut that disappeared 2 days ago, after visiting this establishment. A young cabin boy. 2 members of his crew accompanied him.
I know where you can get a third with
that does
ease.
ring a bell. I've played with the 3 of them.
Tell me,
They
and
each...
what can you tell? Who was the rich merchant, do you think?
No, it was...
Work?
Yeah.
This man is
And there we go.
completely
Now
owned
I'm
by his love for
officially
the game.
about this.
Do you think we can trust him?
What would he gain from lying?
I have no idea. But what would any wealthy merchant gain from holding a penniless child?
I don't know. I'm gonna go over here for the main quest just so I can get an extra side quest now. And also so I have a reason for collecting the 3rd cog, or a large reason for collecting the 3rd cog. You can buy one of them from the merchant, which I have done. You can also purchase, you can also obtain one from there, but
Your
I don't know how I
Excellency.
obtained
Lady
2.
de Sade.
Well, there are
I
2
have
or
been
3
told
there.
that you were named but
My quill.
Yeah.
Alas, as this
I know.
Would you...
will but today each
Could you give...
it is by
And what?
if but
Have you been fighting?
direct com
The bridge.
it is we but
Cool.
I need to be...
good.
I know everything he says, so... My main quest is telling me to go over to, I think, if I'm not mistaken, that's the boss. Oh yeah, I know why. Because the dude.
Citizens, I present to you Panacea.
There he is. He's our man, no doubt.
Ah,
In all-
this...
Are there any nasty... Will you...
But
Nothing.
in your case,
We need to steal one of these potions and force him to drink it.
Brilliant idea, Kurt. Let's take a look at his cart.
To my help! And death to the others!
viewfinder?
Show him. I have to show him it? There's stop. Question him. Ask their side effects.
I happen to have a vibe. Would you?
This- you-
No, can't. This might.
Yes, damnation. He got away. He can't have gone far.
Find him before his head ends up on a spike.
Think back to the note.
I didn't finish this one on my channel, so I'm only skipping through that string of dialogue. I won't skip through the dialogue from up here. Well, I'm up here. However, I will take that.
You again? What are you doing?
I'm not the only.
I'm neither deaf,
The-
Sahin.
I'll skip through to here.
Why does Sahin bear you such
That's
hatred?
Tim.
I wasn't fortunate enough to oppose certain great minds of the Academy, to criticize their methodology. I saw them inflicting torture on sick prisoners, making them drink the most to fight.
It is.
Literally just telling you about how his people forced poisonous things down people's throat in order to find a cure.
Dr. Sahin warned me that you were an imposter.
That doesn't surprise me, coming from him. I was a master. I understand if you don't believe me after all that, but I have a number of documents to prove it. I would still be one if Sahin hadn't set up a chain of machinations to disgrace me.
Are you not ashamed to have poisoned those poor souls?
These potions are not harmful. That is to say that they don't contain any harmful ingredients.
But you could just as easily produce real healing potions. So why don't you?
You don't understand. I fled, but I haven't put a stop to my own research. This potion is an attempt to create in those who drink it a resistance to the Malachor.
So you manipulate people to use as experimental fodder? That is completely unethical.
I don't have a choice, but it does not harm them, I assure you.
If this potion were inoffensive, then why wouldn't you drink it when I offered it to you?
I respect them.
You're back.
Now it tells you about how, since he's drinking so much of it, it causes him to not feel so
I'm
great.
sorry, but I don't trust
and
you. I'm
have
going to
immense
deliver you
pains.
to Dr. Sahin.
My lady, I beg you to spare me.
I've heard enough.
Okay,
You
he
are
gives you
under arrest.
bullshit.
How unjust.
It's only bad in large quantities. Yeah, no, I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Wait, what? I mean, I genuinely would like to stay here. But wait, what? I'll take that. Lockpick this. I'll take the 5 gold, the ammo, and the armor. Then come over here and okay, we can't interact with that door. I couldn't remember if we could or not. We couldn't. Wow, brain work now. There were 2 metal dowels there, and I already had 2, so that makes 4. You had 2 metal dowels, then you can also buy one from the merchant. And you can obtain one via the quest I just did. Oof. What, we got the key from the last one, right? We did. Where does this lead, though? Ooh, right here, okay. No, it's not so healthy.
Your Excellency.
Lady de Sade.
I tracked down your man near the Coin Guard barracks.
Finally. Did you capture him?
Let's just say that I put an end to his activities. His reputation in Serene is forever tarnished. Matters turned out a little more complicated than anticipated. He is hiding in a room in the Coin Guard tavern.
Why didn't you have him arrested?
Angry citizens have gathered round the building. They have sworn to avenge themselves after discovering his fraud. I decided it better to avoid the mob. But if you wish to capture him alive, I advise you to hurry.
Governor Buren will be happy to learn that a legate with great assiduity will soon be joining the island of Teofredi. Thank you for your help, Excellency, and allow me to offer you this modest present for your voyage.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lady de Sade.
50 gold, 1,000 XP, and less stuff to do before we depart. I like all those except for that last one. It's like 20% extra damage. The metal dowels part better not be locked behind level 1 crafting. The only way I've ever paid for this information was with 25 gold, and my second time, or what would have been my second time, I wouldn't have paid for the information. I would have just, you know, minus 4 metal dowels.
You'd never guess they were once broken.
The only thing you lose was pay.
Were you able to repair it all?
Yes, just like new. Or nearly.
That does indeed look like fine work. You know what you're doing.
I would hope. Can you tell me where I can find my cousin now?
Your cousin?
What cousin? Thank you. I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
All it does is tell you about the place I'm about to go, so you can just watch if you don't already know. If you already know where he is, you don't technically have to use the metal dowels. Nor do you have to pay him 25 gold. Whenever I was getting the metal dowels. There are also metal dowels over where main quest requires you to go. Now you can find here.
Sounds as if he's locked up.
And I have.
We're talking about how that's Constantine, and how it sounds like he's locked up, which is correct. I would go down there, but there's no point in going down there unless you either have strength tier 1, or well, honestly, it's the only reason to go down there this early.
It's obvious that he's a noble, a rich man. He needed to be taught a lesson, but it's better we grab some coin. With all those posters we posted, someone with deep pockets will show up sooner or later to liberate the rooster.
To my help, and death to the
Sure, we did end up getting caught because of that, but we also got a free. We also got to kill one of them without having to do anything. So worked out quite well. Quite well indeed. The one with the orange glow has a key on them that you can use to open a chest inside that has 70 gold pieces. And some other stuff. But if you have level 1 lockpicking, you don't need the key. still have the key, though. We do need to go upstairs, but there's stuff you can find and collect down here. The loot from these isn't always the same. That was the chest I was talking about, the one I just lockpicked. Yeah, 70 gold, a potion, 4 ammo, and the throwable potion thing, which is meant for trapping. People who have trapping, and then an extra point put into it, which will eventually be me. I'll take that obsidian, and that ammo. It's important that you do not put on that piece of armor like I did the original time going through, because the next part of the quest, it requires you to have that piece of armor in your inventory, but not have it on, because it's not that shirt is Constantance, which is required. You also need the key to open this if you don't have lockpicking, so you do have to kill them if you don't have the lockpicking skill.
An island to govern?
If you have the key, you have to choose one of them to open. Either the door or the chest. There's a way to get a second one for the chest.
Oh, my lucky star. Always there to pull me out of my fight.
I do what I can. We are departing soon. Your father wasn't pleased by your absence this morning.
Have you ever seen him happy about anything when it comes to me? You know what he thinks of me.
He cares about you. I know that. He appointed you governor, didn't he?
If you only knew how these river scum treated me. Do me a courtesy, fair cousin. Now that we stand boldly alongside the brave Kurt, let's give them their money's worth.
There's no one left to pay, Your Highness. The brave Kurt and your cousin have already settled the books.
Really now? What a shame. I would have loved to have seen that. We've nothing left to do then than to board our ship. An adventure awaits us at the end of the street.
I still need to do the cabin boy. What? I could live through there, but I'm gonna check if there's. I can't remember if there's loot down here or not. I knew it. I thought there was. Yeah, this requires strength tier 1 to destroy. And that's also where you get the one of the cogs that's in here. It's also possible for the cogs to spawn inside the chest throughout this building. And the reason you can't open that is because of what I just took off of it. It's the reason you can't open it from the other side. And as for that, there's nothing you can do here. However, I do have an affair that I still have 2 things I need to do. One of which is about the thieves. However, this one of them is the cabin boy, and then there's this about the thieves. Talk to the coin guard. Ah, talk to the coin guard. Okay. I know it's not there. Where's the coin guard door? That's the tavern, which is connected to the coin guard, but that's the coin guard. There we go. So, we'll be heading to the coin guard. That's the next step in this quest line. In this side quest. Now I don't know what to do. The quest line specifically tells us to talk to the coin guard in New Serene. Oh, in New Stream. Oh, I can do that, but that would require leaving and completing the main quest. So, I'm gonna do the cabin boy one first.
Swan through. Is your hat out of style? Does your vest belong to last year's fashion?
Might I help you, my lady?
I would like to have a word with Sir Fontaine.
He is absent, but the lady of the house could certainly receive you. Enter, please.
The side quest requires us to come in here. Then when we walk away from the door, what it tells us to do is turn back. So...
Might I help you, my lady?
I need to be going. Farewell.
Yep, I see. They're just being done.
I know you. I've seen you at court. You are Lady de Sade. And to what do I owe the honor of your visit, Excellency?
I would like to have a word with your husband.
He is not here, but perhaps I could be of help.
It concerns a delicate matter. We are looking for a missing cabin boy. According to witnesses, he had an argument with your husband before being taken.
I see. I am afraid that you have been misled. You seem to have come to the wrong conclusion. The cabin boy you speak of was not taken. He has simply returned home.
Excuse me, but I'm not sure I understand.
Don't you see, Your Excellency? We got our son back.
What the fuck?
I am very surprised. Several witnesses confirmed that your son had a fight with your husband, and that his men escorted him from the tavern using force. If he had joined your husband willingly...
Witnesses? In a tavern? And you choose to believe these drunkards over a respectable family?
These witnesses are all in agreement, and it is their testimonies that have led me to your doorstep.
My son was probably shocked to have found us. My husband and the other men might have simply had to carry him. A gesture that your drunkards must have misunderstood.
How did you find your son's trail?
We have never stopped looking for him. We learned the new name they gave him, Jonas. My poor little Celestine. Then we learned the name of the ship he sailed on. No sooner had it docked in Serene than my husband had the crew watched closely, and we found him.
Where might I find your son now?
I cannot say, Excellency. You must understand why. Until the Naughts have set sail, we live in fear they will take him back from us.
This pact... It sounds like some fear-inducing story.
The Naughts wouldn't be the first to recruit through dubious means.
And the only thing we can do is try and learn more. In real life, I would not leave it at that and trust her. This is something I failed to do in my ordinary playthrough that isn't meant for platinuming. So, hopefully I can do it well this time. I'll talk to him in a second. Mine.
Madam? Constantine d'Orsay, future governor of Tir Fredi. I'm enchanted, Captain. I am eager to board your ship.
Enchanted as well, Your Highness. I hope you enjoy your voyage.
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
We should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon. I'm still without news of my cabin boy, but we will have to do without.
I spoke with a woman who told me she was the mother of the cabin boy. She claimed that her son was taken from her.
Taken? Her son is sea-gifted. His parents were required to give him up to honor the terms of a contract.
A contract? But what kind of contract are we speaking of?
A commercial contract. In exchange for services rendered by the Nords, some families cede more than gold. In some cases, nations even trade some of their subjects before they're born. I wouldn't be able to tell you the condition of Jonas's contract. I didn't even know he was originally from Serene. But what I can tell you is the young man hasn't seen his parents since he was a small child. And ever since, he's been a Nord. Our ships are his home. We are his only family.
Permission to board the ship. We are ready.
Certainly, you haven't.
No. I'd like to stay a while and finish this.
You see anyone else who might be able to help us? Anyone who's not a Nort?
Oh, how I would like my father to be implicated in this sordid business. Our old teacher must surely know what's going on here. Let's go talk to him.
I'm fine with that. Holy crap, what the frick just came out of my throat? Sounded gross.
Your Highness, I'm happy to see you. Your absence this morning worried both your father and me.
Come now, Sir de Corsillon. My father may have been angry, outraged, or disappointed, but he's never worried about me. I am sad to have caused you any worry, though. Would you believe that I was rotting away in a sinister jail, guarded by thugs ready to kill me? Though still seeing double from last night's drink, I was preparing an ingenious escape plan when... ta-da! My fair cousin jumped up out of nowhere and saved me. I'm quite the fairy tale damsel in distress.
You might have refrained from the company of bandits the night before such an important departure.
Take away the risk and halve the pleasure, de Corsillon. It is the salt of life.
I fear that some of my teachings have been misunderstood. But you wanted to ask me something, de Sade?
I've had a word with Lady Fontaine. You must know her. That rich family that lives near the docks. She told me a strange story about her son who was a cabin boy on our ship. She said that he was taken when he was a child, due to some contract with the Nords.
Who was a cabin boy? Do you mean he's no longer one?
They took him back to bring him home.
Well, that is very unpleasant news, de Sade. We need to do all we can to bring the boy back to his ship. Since time immemorial, there's always been a certain price to pay for the services of the Nords. Children born on their ships belong to them. It's the rule of the sea. But certain contracts are so important that they also require children to be offered in exchange. From time to time, the congregation has passed such accord, and certain noble families had to give their children up.
Are you telling me that the Fontaines lost their son in an agreement signed between my uncle and the Nords?
No. That pact ended a long time ago. This cabin boy couldn't have been a part of that contract. But Sir Fontaine has made a fortune trading with the Alliance, via ships.
Do you mean he would have offered up his own son in exchange for wealth?
Well, he probably did it before the birth of the child, and regretted it afterwards. But that is of little importance. What counts most is that you bring the boy back to the Nords as quickly as possible. Breaking a contract with the seafarers has always cost us dearly. Our nation could feel it in its coffers.
I will do my best.
A father selling his own son for a few boat rides. For ugly, that is ugly.
Lady Fontaine didn't seem to have any knowledge of that detail. That could be of use to us.
So we gotta go tell her. What it seemed like is that she genuinely meant it, and she genuinely thought that a child was taken from her. In which I would completely understand what's going on. At least with her, from her point of view. But that is fucked.
Excuse me, madam, but I haven't quite finished my inquiries yet.
If you would be so courteous, I would like you to leave. I have told you all that I have to say.
Come on now, stop lying. Jonas was taken away by force, against his will, by armed men.
That is not true. Completely false.
Enough. With every word, you are a step closer to a prison cell.
Prison? But what would be the charges?
For kidnapping. Whether Jonas is your son or not, he's a naught that you kidnapped and locked up. In the eyes of the prince, you have committed a crime that puts the interests of the congregation at great risk.
I beg of you, Your Excellency. Have mercy on a poor mother who is looking only to recover her child. We didn't kidnap our own son. And if you need to speak with him to be convinced, please do. He's in our warehouse, near the Coin Guard Plaza, next to the canal. I am certain that once you have heard his account, you will see the tragedy in our predicament and help us.
I regret having had to threaten that woman.
You didn't have a choice. She was lying, and we need to find that boy.
Congregation of merchants ain't as happy with me as they were, and they weren't even happy with me, that happy with me earlier.
Here we are. Be careful. Fontaine won't be alone. He'll have his henchmen with him.
A handful of underlings don't scare us away. Right, cousin?
Let's just try to remain discreet.
Lady de Sade, what are you doing here?
I have come looking for your son. The Naughts are worried about his disappearance.
Those Naughts took him from us, but now we've got him back, and he'll be staying with us.
Would you be so kind as to hear what I have to say, Sir Fontaine?
It's a 50% chance.
You've taken your son against his will and have locked him up like merchandise in a warehouse. Is that what you call being a good father?
As if you would know what it is like to be a parent.
Check failed.
You are far too young to understand the way we feel.
It was worth trying.
I looked into the contract that binds you to the Naughts. It was indeed you who ceded your son to them in exchange for help with your business with the bridge.
It is so. But that sort of contract is ignoble. I never would have signed it if I had known.
You should have thought of that before. Breaking the contract could have regrettable consequences for the congregation.
The prince will know how to negotiate with the Naughts. If they take my son back, my wife will die of sadness.
Her sadness would be all the more terrible if she learned, don't you think?
You wouldn't dare tell her. I beg you.
You were not leaving me with a choice.
Very well. Take the key and
I got a
take
+2
him away.
Yay.
Cursed be the day I delivered my son unto the Naughts.
All children leave the nest one day or another, sir. Farewell.
I was prepared to murder his guards and knock him out.
So it's here that our man keeps his son. abusive fathers.
I don't even need to use the key. If my discussions failed, I could have just lockpicked.
Who are you?
My name is Desardet. I'm legate of the congregation. Your captain has sent me to find you.
And were you able to convince my father to allow me to go free?
Yes, even if I had to bend his arm a little.
That doesn't surprise me. He seemed to have no intention of changing his mind. I feel more sorry for my mother. She seems so sweet and happy to see me.
You don't seem to be all that close to your parents.
I hadn't seen them since I was 5 years old. I barely remember them. They find me, capture me, and lock me up in this warehouse. Hard to grow close after all that. My family is the Naughts. I am sorry for my parents, but that is the way of it now. Can I go home?
Yes. You should still go and say farewell to your mother. Then find your way to your ship. I will see you there.
I will. However, there's some looting to be had here. Yay, level 1 lockpicking comes in handy again. More gold, more potions, some ammo, and some leather. Not bad, not bad. If I do say so myself. Guess I'm going up via this route then. Oh, so this brings us to a spot we haven't been before. I should probably climb up through this and get out of here. However, I would love to go back in. I mean, if I could, if the game would allow me, I could loot the upstairs, and which is something I want to do. That's the tavern. I'm gonna mark that as the door to go through, because, well, I got everything backwards in my brain. You know what? Let's unmark it. Let's do that. Now let's run here and... What? Brain? Oh yeah, brain. My brain is failing right now. I'd like to go back in and loot. I will be leaving now. Wink, wink. Wink, wink. Ooh, I just turned it up. Okay, better. I know that's what I need to do for myself, is to leave. That's not what I'm gonna do. Until I'm sure. There's no way over there. There's nothing up here lootable. Okay, well, it was worth checking to see if I could grab anything.
Whatever you need. Welcome. Have you?
I'm gonna keep this just in case if you give it to, because I wonder if giving this to someone would also give the loot bonus to you, or if it wouldn't. Well, it doesn't have a rune. If it doesn't have a rune, I'm gonna sell it. If I have 2 of it, I'm not going to. Maybe. I'll think about whether to keep that or not. Now, these are all things used in crafting. I can even afford this stuff is pretty awesome. But I want to check firearms. Ah! Yes? That's... Yes!
Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Madam?
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
We should be able to set sail with the top. My cabin boy.
You do. It's a rather sad affair, and though solved, leaves a broken family behind.
All we can do is plot a course. No one tells the wind what to do. I do thank you. I didn't think you'd go to so much trouble for a cabin boy. Your actions bring you honor.
Yay, we got more relationship with the Norts. That's genuinely helpful.
Be back soon, Captain.
No, but I'm serious. That's genuinely helpful. I kind of want to get that to be able to use rifles. Whoa, I just got loud. 100% stun on kicks is something I'm going to get now. I don't always use it, but when I do use it, having that is a good thing to have. Agility tier 2 could be helpful. Strength could be helpful. That could certainly be helpful for armors and such. Accuracy, I'm kind of thinking of doing for 10% fire damage and 10% armor damage. I think I'm going to go with this. Next level I get a point in there. Do I have any other side quests? I do, but that requires me to have already left, so missions? Yeah, I figured. So all I can really do is do my main quest, or check the map and go around the area. I went throughout the whole map, so any bandits that are here, I won't find any bandits around here. So there's nothing I can do, honestly, that I could genuinely do. So guess we gotta depart. Well, once I've made sure I'm done looting. I want to check over here. I'm gonna